When you need sources for a research paper, your first instinct might be to search Google. But most credible scholarly information isn't freely available on the web. This is where library databases become indispensable. A library database is a curated, searchable collection of published information. This includes things like articles, journals, newspapers, and more. The library subscribes to dozens of them on your behalf, so you can access professional research at no cost to you. Knowing how to use these databases is one of the most valuable research skills you can develop. In this video, I'll show you how to access the UW Library's database collections, give you some pointers on how to select a good database to search, and then I'll demonstrate one specific database to show you some of the common features and methods for finding academic sources. To access the library's databases, click on Databases above the search box on the library's homepage. From here, you'll see a list of all the databases that the library subscribes to, with their names and a brief description. A couple of suggestions I have. Use the Featured Databases box here on the right-hand side. This shows you 4 of our major platforms that you might consider using. These are our most popular databases, and a great place to start if you're just learning about how databases work and how to search them and the different features that you might find there. If you're interested in a particular subject area, you can use the Subject drop-down menu and select the subject area that you're working in. Here I've selected Early Childhood Education and Development. This brings back a list of databases that have relevant content to that field of study, including a yellow box here with your best bets. In addition to the Subject drop-down menu, there's also a Types menu where you can see the different types of resources that are found within those databases. A common one people might look at is looking for news sources. Here we have 20 databases listed that have content from newspapers. Some of the news stream databases in particular are quite useful. So Canadian News Stream, US News Stream, and International News Stream have a bunch of newspapers that you can search through or browse through to see that content. Another thing you might be interested in exploring are our new or trial databases that we're running. So this bluish box down here has our new and trial databases. You can explore some of them we've subscribed to and they're new. Others, when we're running trials, we want to see if something is valuable to our community, and you can provide us with feedback if it's something you think should be part of the library's collections or not. All right, so here's the database that I've selected as an example for today's video. We're looking at the APA PsycInfo database. Now, this is a database in the field of psychology, so everything that we find here is going to be related in some way to the study of psychology, with a lot of the major academic journals in that field being searchable and findable through this database. Now, one thing you'll notice, or you might notice, is that this has a similar layout to a lot of our other databases. These are all databases we subscribe to through a company called EBSCO. And there are dozens of databases that we subscribe to at this university that look just like this. So the thing that you're looking out for when you're in an EBSCO database is actually next to searching, it'll tell you specifically what databases you're searching at that time. You can even select multiple databases to search at once if you like. Anything that's on the EBSCO platform can be searched all at once. For today, I'm just going to keep it on one database so that things are very simple, but remember that's an option for you. Okay, so what I want to do is just give you an example of a very kind of basic, simple search that you might look for. For today's example, I'm going to look at outdoor education, and I'm searching that as a phrase between quotation marks, so I find those words together. If you're interested in learning more about these kind of search strategies or tips and tricks for improving the precision of your searches, there are other videos available for you on that. I'm not going to focus too much on that today, but check those out if you're interested in learning more. I'm going to click to search here. It's going to bring back anything within this database that has the phrase outdoor education, so those 2 words specifically side by side. And you'll notice right away there's 387 different results that were found in this psychology database that have the phrase outdoor education. Something that you might note as well is some of these filters that you can apply. So we don't have to, scroll through all 387 results. There are options here for limiting the scope of our search. So we could choose the source type. It looks like there are 10 books in this set of results. There are 54 dissertations or, thesis documents, and then 323 are left that are from academic journals. So it might be advisable to select academic journals, and then we're limiting, to things that appear in journals, things that we're likely to be able to access through this or another database. There's also the option to limit to full text. This will reduce your results to things that are actually available as full text documents in this database. So they're available immediately without having to click through other links or search for things in other places. So that's another option of a way that you can filter as well. So of those, 323 journal articles that we found, 77 of them are actually available directly as full text documents. Picking one at random, we can see under access options, we can see what different documents are available. There's a PDF file, there's a online full text document, and there's a link out to other places. The easiest way for me to access this is to open up the PDF document, and there it is. Here's the article from the British Journal of Educational Psychology, I believe is what this stands for. And so here's the full article that we have about pupils' stress regulation, brain development, and brain function in an outdoor education project. So that's a very quick example of ways that you can get into the library's collections and begin developing these searches and finding sources that are related to the topics that you're interested in. Some key takeaways for you are that the library subscribes to large collections of sources that we call databases. You can access and search these databases from the library website. Selecting a relevant database is sometimes a challenge, but you can do it by looking at the different subject areas or different types of databases, or by using the popular databases or featured databases box on the right-hand side. And each database comes with its own specific features that you'll want to explore, but they're all centered around doing keyword searches for your topics or your concepts that you're interested in. So thanks again for sticking around to the end of the video. If you're interested in seeing more of this content, you can subscribe to the University of Winnipeg Library's YouTube channel. You can hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when we release new videos. Thanks very much, and we'll see you around the library.